What's up, guys? It's Will from TechBTV, bringing to you a iPhone 4 case review, and that is the Otterbox Commuter series for the iPhone 4. First off, I'd like to thank Otterbox for sending me this out for review. This is their Commuter series case. As you can see, it is not, this is like the, they have 3 in their line for iPhone 4. They've got the Defender series, the Commuter, and the Impact. And essentially, as you go down, the protection goes from maximum, middle, to probably like the least, right? So this is the middle of the line, right, for protection. Essentially, it's 2 components. It's got a soft silicone type shell in the inside and then a hard shell on the outside, kind of like a skeletal frame. Very similar to, if you've ever seen the Capsule Neo series from Switch Easy, it's very similar to that. It's a 2-piece component. But this is the case for it. Very simple packaging, right? As you pull out this for the case, the back has the instructions for what you need to install, that type of deal. It does come with this small kind of goodie pack, right? When you open it up, essentially it's got a small microfiber cloth, the instructions on how to apply your screen shield. It's got that little screen shield squeegee and then a front screen protector that you can apply with. Thought it was really nice. I normally don't use the screen shields that often anymore after, just with all the reviews that I do with putting them off and on, and sometimes they bubble. It wasn't worth me, leaving one on all the time, so I barely ever use them now. But this is the case itself on the iPhone, right? So this is the sides, the top. It does have a cover for the standby key. It's got this little plug that goes into the headphone jack. It does leave an opening for the microphone, the secondary mic on the phone, which is great. These are the sides. It leaves a nice area for you to switch, vibrate, and on-off on the actual phone itself. And here's the volume buttons. Perfect, no issues, no stuck keys or anything. There is a cover for the 30-pin jack, as you can see. It's a little flap that you can just pull open and reveals the jack itself, right? Closes back in. It's kind of nice. Keeps some dust from getting in there. The speakers and microphone are completely exposed, which is great because there's no disturbance or interference with noise coming out of this case. It does have a lay-on-the-table design, as you can see, so you can put it on the back. It's not as bulky as the Otterbox Defender series, of course, because it won't have that maximum amount of protection everywhere. You do have the exposed screen other than the screen protector that goes on the phone itself. After taking a look at this case, I actually like this more so than the Otterbox Defender, only because it's about the right size or limit where I would use a phone on a daily basis. The Otterbox Defender, while it is a quality case and great, for my purposes, I don't need something that bulky, and I don't go, hiking as much or super high rugged situations where I would need that much protection. This Commuter series seems to me to be the best kind of balance between protection and minimal bulk, right? It's not like an Incipio Feather, but it also provides better protection than a Feather or a Snap case would provide. But there were a few minor gripes that I noticed. So first off, as you can see, I've put the phone into the case, and everything's like tied in. There's no issues with anything. But if you'll notice right here, I'm nitpicking, but this is kind of one of those annoyances that I really don't like in cases, only because it bothers me after a few days, even though I can try to force myself to let it go. But if you'll notice, on all the other edges, the secondary hard case slips right onto that silicone shell, very tight, right? There's no excess gaps or anything on the edges. See, both these clipped on perfectly. And this right side, great. It's completely flush and there's no issues. But, so let's hope this zoom works. If you'll notice, there's this little bit of a gap right there that doesn't seem to go away no matter what I do with the case. And I followed the directions completely right. Should have been no stretching. This happened right out of the box, where I would have hoped that it would have been easy enough to put on, but also tight enough that I shouldn't have this little gap that's exposed right there. Most likely this is probably a manufacturing issue due to the fact that this was a sample that was sent out to me, so hoping this is kind of a one-off issue, but I'll let Otterbox know about this, that I experienced it. That was really the only gripe I had about this phone. Another nitpick is it does not come with a back screen shield, right? But your phone, the back, this circle for the kind of Apple logo is exposed. So I can actually touch the back of my case through this area. I wish they would have provided even a small sticker or something to cover that in the underneath, like on the phone, like stick it on there so that this could still be exposed and clear, but have protection in itself. I did not experience any type of camera flash issues. There was no rough edges around this phone. Everything was smooth. No excess plastic material left over from the manufacturing process, except, of course, from this minor defect that I noticed. I showed you guys here. But another difficulty you guys might have is it is a little bit harder to take on or put on and take off as other phones. So I'm just going to take it off right now. You really got to pull the back off, and then these two sides pull off the case. So you just spread it apart a little bit and it should just pop right off. So that is the shell itself, right? See, it's completely open. There's no covering there. But this is the hard shell that comes off. That's why I said it reminded me of a Capsule Neo, right? This is the inner silicone shell, so I can take this off. And see, it's not a lint catcher at all, which is fantastic about this case. Some of those minor gripes that I have normally are that they are kind of lint catchy, but this is not at all, so it's great. And other than that minor manufacturing issue that I kind of pointed out in this top of the case, it's a great case. It's probably the choice that I would choose if I had a personal choice between the three in the line. But I'll put the link into the manufacturer's website in the bottom for Otterbox, and you guys can go check out the case yourself. It's on sale right now, and I'll show the price on the bottom as well. If you guys have any questions, concerns, feel free to message me, comment, and again, please subscribe and please thumbs up. Let me emphasize that, is please thumbs up and rate the videos, as it's really important and it really does help me out. Thanks guys, appreciate the continued support, and I'll catch you guys real soon with another product review. Peace.